before. Let's start let's start in Shavasana today. So just laying down, take a few moments to ground in. Just maybe taking a cleansing breath in through the nose and exhaling, sighing out through the mouth. Really feel the support beneath you as you arrive in the space. Begin to just kind of notice how you're feeling, scanning through the body, noticing how we're feeling energetically and physically. Maybe there's something that you're holding on to from your week that you'd like to let go of today. Maybe some tension, some energy. Feels like you've been carrying it around. If there's an intention that you'd like to set, maybe something that you'd like to call in, or one word or phrase that you'd like to embody for the day, that can also be a way to set an intention. In today's practice, really thinking about focus and concentration. During a yin practice, it can be kind of difficult sometimes. We're holding these poses for longer periods of time than in a gentle yoga or a flow class. So it's perfectly normal for our mind to kind of wander outside of the space. So maybe thinking of something that you can use as an anchor, either your intention or coming back to the breath or feeling the sensations in the body, or just this feeling of connection with the earth beneath you. And really trying to maintain clear focus and concentration on your practice during this time. So just thinking about maybe what that anchor might be, something that you can come back to. Maybe it's a mantra even, or one word. Something to gently guide you back. We'll begin our practice today in reclined butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can walk the feet in towards the hips, bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. And maybe you just want gravity to draw the knees down towards the earth, or you can place blocks to support you here, wherever you'd like, under the knees or closer up towards the hips. Try to find some evenness with the shoulders, maybe tucking the shoulders under, bringing the chin towards the chest, lengthening in the back of the neck. Hands can come to the rib cage, to the belly, inside of the thighs, or you can even rest your arms at your sides. As we arrive here in this pose, just tune into the breath for a moment. Notice how your breath is flowing in the body this morning. Can you find some sense of evenness in the flow of your breath? Maybe finding an even inhale and exhale count for whatever is comfortable for you here. Or just noticing how the breath is flowing, just taking note of the inhale and the exhale, noting the pause between each breath. You can remove your blocks to the side. Use the hands to draw the knees towards each other. Hug the knees in towards the chest and just take a little rock here, side to side. And we'll drop the feet back down, hip distance apart. Locate one of your blocks. We'll find a supported bridge. So you'll want to place the block to start on probably the lowest setting, so the widest surface area. We'll press the feet into the mat, lifting the hips, and then place that block under the sacrum. So not really under the lower back, but just below, under your seat. Allow the hips to rest here. Feel the weight kind of shifting into the shoulders. This is a gentle inversion, really just kind of signaling to our nervous system that it's okay to relax, kind of let go, reset from the week. And you can have the knees bent here or bring the legs out long. Just know this might be a little more intense for the lower back, so just pay attention to what your spine needs here. You can always walk the feet back in, bending the knees. And again, hands can rest on the rib cage or belly or at your sides. I like to face my palms up skywards if I'm looking to kind of call in some extra energy and nourishment today, or if I feel like I need to ground some energy, placing the palms down. A couple of options here. And as you settle in, just make any adjustments that you need to feel fully supported. Come back to the breath or the points of contact with the earth. Back to your intention. Or just noticing where you feel this arrive in the body, where you're feeling sensation. Press the soles of your feet into the mat. So if you have your legs extended, walk them in, bending the knees, pressing into the mat and lifting the hips, removing the block and slowly lower down. We'll walk the feet out towards the edges and just take a couple of windshield wiper motions here, back and forth, nice and slow. And then coming back through center, we'll just roll over onto our side and slowly come up to tabletop. You can bring your blanket to cushion the knees here. And stacking the knees under the hips, palms and wrists under the shoulders. We'll take some cat-cows here, dropping the belly on the inhale. Gaze comes forward, tailbone rises. Exhale, press the earth away, rounding through the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, crown of the head drops down. Inhale, finding cow, opening up through the front side of the body. Maybe the shoulder blades squeeze together. Tailbone rises, gaze forward. Exhale, rounding into cat. Tuck the tailbone. Press the earth away. Drop the head down. And just move through these at your own pace. We'll be here for about a minute. So just kind of moving the spine, getting some energy flowing here. Take any gentle movement that feels good, maybe rocking the hips a little or letting the head hang heavy. And taking a little nod yes or side to side no. Shaking the head, releasing the neck. This is your time to really kind of tune into what you need here, noticing those areas where you might be holding on to tension, maybe in the shoulders or the hips or the back of the neck. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop. And then we'll step or walk the right foot forward to the outside of the hands. And you can press into that right foot, slowly coming up. We're just preparing for a dragon lunge here. So we'll interlace the fingers behind the right knee and pressing into that foot and maybe tucking the back toes for a little bit of support. Just gently lunging forward a little. Right knee tracking towards that middle toe, sinking the hips down gently here. Crown reaching, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Really try to press into the heel of the right foot, the corners of the feet, or even that big toe. Stretching into the left front hip, into the hip flexor. Breathing here. And we can stay here, or you can take your blocks and frame that right foot. And if you're at home, you can use, if you don't have blocks, you could use books or anything that will kind of give you a little bit of support here. Another option is just to bring the hands to the inside of the foot and walk the right foot out towards the edge of the mat, sinking the hips down a little. So whatever variation works for you today. And totally optional to deepen this. You can stay in that first position as well, or come out of it whenever you'd like. Really tuning into the hips here. The front of the left hip, maybe the outside of the right hip or the glute, wherever you're feeling this. If we've been sitting all week, this might feel really tight. Notice your breath again. If it feels a little labored, try to back off that lunge a little. Finding more ease with your breath. On your exhale, gently press back, sending the hips back. Right toes pointed towards the front of the mat. You could even walk the blocks back a little here. Just finding a half split, a little counter stretch. And then shifting the weight back forward, releasing your blocks. Bring your hands to the inside of the foot and walk that right leg back. Before we move into the other side, we'll bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back towards the heels for a wide like child's pose. Walk the hands out and bring the heart center and the forehead towards the mat or to a block. And take a few breaths here. Each exhale, the hips just gently sinking a little closer to the heels. Even just when our mind, just imagining that happening. See if you can follow the breath from the base of the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling towards the crown, exhaling towards the root. Bring your gaze towards your fingertips and slowly walk the hands back, coming all the way up and just pausing at the top for a moment, just kind of taking stock of our practice so far, noticing any of those subtle shifts and how we're feeling physically or energetically. No judgment, just awareness. Just notice. We'll make our way back to tabletop to transition to the dragon lunge on the other side. So making sure our knees are stacked under the hips, and then walking the left foot forward to come to the outside of the hands. Press into the left foot, coming all the way up. And then interlacing the fingers behind that knee. Gentle lunge forward here. Knee tracking towards that middle toe. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down away from the ears. Gaze comes forward. See if you can find a focal point in front of you. Something to focus on, concentrate, a drishti. Help us keep our balance here, or you can tuck the back toes as well for a little bit of balance. And you can stay here, or if you'd like to take another variation with your blocks, maybe framing the foot or bringing the hands down to the inside of the left foot, to the mat. Deepening this stretch a little. Again, we always want to just kind of find that edge and come to it and back off a little bit. We're not trying to chase sensation, so maybe we don't go too deep here. Maybe one side feels a little tighter than the other. Again, just noticing that with gentle awareness. Come back to the breath. Notice if it feels strained at all. Make adjustments so that you can find some ease in the flow of your inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, gently press back, Nice and slow, sending the hips back, finding that half split, left toes pointed towards the front of the mat. Just stretching through the back side of your legs. And shift your weight forward, releasing your blocks and bringing the hands to the inside of the left foot. Walk it back, or step back. And then we'll lower all the way down to our bellies, coming into Sphinx pose. Bring the legs out long. Forearms pressed into the mat. Elbows can be under the shoulders, can be a little further up or out to the sides. And your gaze can come forward here or between the hands. You could even let the head hang heavy again, or bring a block to support your forehead. And we want to be pressing our forearms in as if we're rising up from the earth. And maybe it feels like there's a string attached to the heart center pulling you forward. And if you feel any sensitivity in the lower back, you can always lower down, just crossing your forearms at the top of the mat and resting your head, or making adjustments to where your arms are. Sometimes dropping the head down can release some of that tension as well. Think of the shoulder blades squeezing together. Maybe closing the eyes or softening your gaze. Reconnect with your intention, if you set one for your practice or for your day. If you haven't already, you can go ahead and lower down all the way to the mat, just crossing the forearms here, resting your forehead. Allow the spine to be straight. Just feel the support again beneath you. Draw the hands under the shoulders, pressing back. We'll come to a seated position. We'll bring the right leg out to the side, the left foot to the inside of the right leg. You can place a block underneath the left knee if you'd like to kind of close the gap and have some more support there. We'll sit up nice and tall, lengthening the spine on the inhale. And on the exhale, we'll turn towards the right leg. Keep the spine straight and walk the hands out just till you begin to feel a little bit of a stretch here in the lower back or in the back of the right leg. Toes flex towards the body. And when you find that edge there, just allow the head to hang heavy towards the knee, rounding through the spine. Still think of sinking the hips down. Breathing through the back side of the heart center as the shoulders round forward. Let the head and neck just relax down. And if you find that your toes kind of tend to turn to the side, and maybe just kind of pluck your right thumb under the leg there to keep the knee and hip and ankle in alignment. On your inhale, slowly walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. And unwinding through center. We'll cross the legs here in the middle. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee, right fingertips plant on the mat. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, maybe deepening the twist a little, just bringing the gaze towards the right shoulder. Breathing into the belly. Maybe focusing on the movement of the navel towards the spine on the exhale, and on the inhale, moving out. Just focusing on the breath and the movement of it in the body, in the belly. If there's anything that you're still kind of holding on to from your week that you'd like to release here, just thinking of letting that go, kind of wringing it out from the body like a sponge. Let your exhale bring you back through center as you slowly unwind. And we'll extend the left leg out, bringing the right foot to the inside, flat thigh, maybe bringing our block under the right knee. And again, just finding some evenness in the sit bones and that connection. Inhaling, growing taller, shoulders down away from the ears. And then on your next exhale, turning towards the left leg. Left toes flex towards the body. Walk the hands out, keeping the spine straight. Find that point of sensation, and then rounding forward. Relaxing the head towards the knee. Let the shoulders round here. And still think about reaching that right hip down, tailbone down towards the earth. Feel the movement of the breath in the back side of the heart center.
Feeling the expansion of the rib cage. Exhale, softening down, relaxing the head and neck. On your inhale, press the hands into the mat. Slowly walk them back. Head coming up last. Coming back through center. And then we'll take that twist on the other side. Inhaling, reaching up. Lengthen and exhale, right hand to the left knee. Left fingertips plant. Inhale, growing taller. Exhale, gaze towards the left shoulder. Drawing the right shoulder back. Right hip down. Bringing your focus to the belly, to the breath. Exhale, slowly unwinding through center. And just coming to Sukhasana, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down away from the ears, heart open. Taking a moment here to just reflect on the mental clarity that you hopefully have gained through this practice today. Once again, connecting with the support beneath you, the intention that you've set for your day. And bring the hands to the heart center, maybe one crossed over the other or in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. A gentle bow towards yourself. We're carving out this time today to move our bodies in a way that is intentional, to breathe and to pause. Grateful for bodies that can move through this practice in any way whatsoever. I'm grateful for people to practice with and beautiful spaces to practice in. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share the gift that is you. And may you remember you are love. Thank you. Thank you.